Hello everyone, my name's Gloria and welcome to Gloria's Crafts. Today we're going to do a couple Christmas decor items. So for this first item, you're going to need one of these cylinder vases from the Dollar Tree. Okay? You're going to need cutters. These are heavy duty cutters. I got a little carried away when I bought them. You're going to need your glue stick. And you're going to need some sticks from your yard. So, I saw this at a high-end store. I believe I saw it at Pier 1 Imports. And I figured, hey, I can make that for a lot cheaper than what they're selling it for. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your sticks you got from your yard and you're going to hot glue them around your vase. We're going to make a beautiful candle holder that you can use for any occasion. So I'm going to take the hot glue and beat it around, try to make a straight line, and try not to burn yourself, and put it on the vase. Make sure your vase is clean, and the cutters you have are for if your sticks are too long. So if they're too long, you want to cut it. Still too long. I don't want to break my vase either by doing this. I do not have the strength in my hands to cut this for some reason today. Oh, there we go. You could cut these all prior to gluing them on. I believe I'm going to do that, and then I'll come right back. Here is the sticks that I have cut. So I had washed them off, and I'm going to now start gluing them around my cylinder vase. Now I am not sure if I have exactly enough of the sticks, but I tried to get them somewhat the same length. Not exact. So I'm going to put hot glue on the stick. Try not to burn yourself. And put it on. And then continue this process all the way around your vase. You would like them close together, as close as you can get, and if you have to, you could add more sticks in the middle if you haven't gotten it exactly as close as you'd like, because you know the sticks bend. This one is not on there properly. I'm going to hold that on there because it kind of bends out. So I'm going to do this, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. But this stick right here bends, so I'm going to put some in the middle of here as best I can, if I can fit them in there, because you want it covered as much as you can possibly cover it. Okay, so I'm going to go around and start covering with my sticks, and then I will be back to show you what it looks like. This one might be too high, but we're going to see how it looks when we're done. I might make them all the exact same height. I am unclear. Okay, so I'm going to do that and come back. here's what it looks like. I have it all even on the bottom and different sizes on the top. As you can see my hand through here. So I like it. I'm going to do some twine around it and possibly a bow and maybe add some bells. I like the fact that the entire thing is not covered. You can use little pieces of sticks that you have left to fill this in, which I kind of like that mine is not filled in so that the light from the candle can come out. I think this is pretty snazzy. So I've got some twine and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom and the top and possibly the middle to make sure it's secure. And I really like it. And the top isn't totally, everything isn't totally even. And my suggestion is to put one of those tall pillar candles in. Not one that's a flame, just one that you can reuse. The fake kind. I don't have any of them. I'm probably going to have to go to Walmart because I haven't seen any at the Dollar Tree in my last couple journeys to the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to put the twine on and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I have a light in here. It's a very, very tiny light, but it flickers. That's what I have on hand. So I took twine and put it around and I added a bow. You could add berries, little berries, or whatever embellishments you like. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I think they're very pretty. You could add whatever you like. I'm just going to leave it looking like this, and then I can use it for Thanksgiving on my table. I could use it and put some leaves on it for Thanksgiving, which of course I have leaves. You could put some leaves in there for Thanksgiving, and then I can change it out and put some berries or something on it for Christmas and whatever other holidays and stuff you'd like. Okay, now on to the next craft. For this craft, I'm going to be taking this very angry looking Nutcrackers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and no, his mouth doesn't work, it's just very angry looking. And I'm going to remove his hair and his beard. To do that, you just turn his hat and it comes right off. And his hair you're going to take out, and as you can see, it goes in between his head. So you're going to pull it out and use your scissors to cut it and pull his little beard off. Beard was easy. And you're going to cut his hair. I kind of feel a little bad about this, but he does look a little angry as a nutcracker with those teeth. So it is a little hard to get the hair from between the two pieces. So my suggestion is to cut as best you can close to his face. And then I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to put his hat back on. Very easy to take off the hat, put on the hat. And then I'm going to spray paint it. But you want his hat the right way. There you go. So I'm going to cut this very close to his face on either side. And then I'm going to take him outside and I'm going to spray paint him. Okay? here are two of the Nutcrackers that I painted. I painted them red. I added a bottle brush tree on this guy and a bow. And I actually spray painted him red and his friend red. So that's what these guys look like. For this craft, you're going to need two of these little trees. Two of them. And I'm going to be making a swag that can go over my door. Most likely inside my house or on my covered porch. So, what you're going to need to do, what I'm going to do, is take my little tree out. I don't need the legs. I have this. I'm going to take that off. Then I'm going to open the other tree. Put the legs back. And take this little piece off. It just twists right off. Okay? Then I'm going to puff them up pretty much on the one side because I need to lay flat. So I'm going to puff up, not like a tree, but puff it up and leave it flat on the one side so that it can stay down. So you want to kind of make it as puffy as possible, and you can mess with it later, more so. But if you don't have enough pieces on the one side, just take it from the other side over. And you're going to lay that down. Lay that down, and then you're going to puff up the other side of the other tree. Now remember, you want the one side flat. The one side flat. So you're going to bring everything to the front of this one. You're going to need green wire or green floral tape. If you don't have that and just say you have duct tape or whatever, you can use that to hook these together. So right now I'm just moving the pieces over to fluff it out. And like I said, you want the one side flat so that when you put it together, and you're going to glue it together and tape it together right in the middle. Now this is starting to come off, so I am definitely going to duct tape this. Not duct tape it, glue it with my hot glue. And you can use any kind of tape you have and glue because you want it secure to the other piece. So you're going to put them together like so. Do you see how I have this together. Now I'm going to go get my tape, and I'm going to tape this together, and I will be right back. What I just realized, and I had to take this apart, when you glue these two pieces together, you're going to want them as close, down as you can get, because if you have them too far apart, you're going to have a big gap in between. So if you put them together, I'm going to get my wire cutters and cut here and here to make it so that it's not as long. I got these giant nippers that I bought at the Home Depot. So you want to take off as much as you can, and hopefully I can get this off. Oh good, it's not that hard. So take off this bottom piece as much as you can, and then I suggest some glue so that it doesn't all unravel. So I'm going to set this aside while that dries. Then I'm going to cut this piece off. It's too much of a gap between the pieces. I hope that makes sense. So, cutting off this piece. And it goes fine. Now I'm going to add some glue so that this does not unravel. Now, remember you have the one side that's fluffy and the other side, but we're going to redo that anyway, so it's okay. I am using what I have on hand. I do have the green wire, I just have misplaced it. So we are going to glue this to this, and then I'm going to take some twine and wrap it around there, and I'm also going to get some tape. And I will be right back when I'm done gluing this piece to this piece and wrapping it. So as you can see, I have an awful lot of hot glue on here, holding this together with the twine. So I'm going to wait till that hardens before we move on to anything else. Okay? Now you want the best flush spot. So if it's more flush this way, then leave it this way. So I had hot glued it and used the twine. I'm thinking I'm going to go and get a popsicle stick to reinforce this before we get moving on to anything else. Okay? So I want it not as flimsy as it is right now. Right now the trees are moving. So I'm going to go get a popsicle stick and I'll be right back. I cut my popsicle stick in threes. I'm going to put a generous amount of hot glue on part of my popsicle stick. And I'm going to put it on here and hold it down. I just don't want it all flimsy. It seems a little flimsy. So now I'm going to get another popsicle stick that I have here, part of the one I had. I got these at the Walmart because I could not find this size at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to stick one here and one on the other side. Now I'm going to put a bow in the middle so you won't really see this. But if you do have the green tape or the wire, that might be better. Or you could paint your popsicle sticks green. But I am most definitely going to cover it with a bow. So now I'm going to have 4 pieces of the popsicle stick around my trees so that they'll be secure. So that's what it looks like right now. Now, what I'm going to do is start to fluff up my wreaths. My trees, if you want to call them a tree, but it's going to be swag that will go over my door. So I am puffing it up. If you don't have enough on one side, you can take from the other. Just move part of your leaves from your tree to the other side. You just want to puff it out to the way you like it. Whatever you think looks best is the best. And when you're done to one side, you can go to the other side. I have this vision in my head because I think of this stuff, and then trying to make it come into fruition doesn't always, you know, come out the way I think it in my head. So right now I'm winging it. I should have made one of these prior to doing this, but I figure if we walk together through it, if I make a mistake, I can tell you what that mistake was, and that could help you possibly so that you won't make that same mistake. So here's what it looks like. Okay? Your swag on both sides. You just want to make it fluffy on both sides. And then you can figure out what side you think looks the best and use that. Okay, I think this side looks fluffier, so this is the side I am going with. So you're going to take some of your embellishments. I have these beautiful, I think these are gorgeous. These are the berries. I love this color purple. I think it's a stunning, stunning color. So I am going to take off the berries off of here and some of the leaves, and I'm going to use this on my swag. I also have these gorgeous berries that are, they just say berries, I don't know what color they are, but I think they're very pretty. And I'm going to get some other flowers and use them, and I will be back to show you how it looks when it's done or almost done. But for the most part, I'm just using whatever picks I like to make my swag that will go over my door beautiful for my house. So use whatever embellishments you like. I'm going to get my other flowers and things I have. I have these beautiful white flowers. They're mums. I'm going to use these. And I have these pink poinsettias and some poinsettias that I painted myself in pink. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'll be back. This is what I have so far. Now I'm going to add some of this mesh tubing. I've never used this before. So I tried to put it all through there and it was just too much. So basically I am going to make a little loop, a little one, and I'm going to cut it. And then I have pink and I have white, and I am going to put these little loops like so throughout my swag. So I will be back. Here's what it looks like so far. Oops, came apart. Let me try to fix that. So I have it and I twisted it. And then I'm going to put some hot glue on the ends. And then I'm going to stick it behind some flowers. And here it is. Hope you can see that. And I'm going to do that around my wreath. So I will be back. Ow. This is the candle with two of the guys that I spray painted. I'm going to turn out the light so that you can see my candle flicker. So there's the candle we made earlier, and you can change it for any holiday, and two of the guys. It's kind of bright, so I'm not sure if you can see the candle, but I put a little flickering tea light candle inside of the vase we made today with the sticks, and I added some embellishments for Christmas. You can do it for fall or any other holiday. I hope you enjoyed this video of everything we've made. I hope you'll come back again. My name's Gloria. This is Gloria's Crafts. And have a blessed day. Bye. Here is the swag I finished. I think it's lovely. I'm going to put this over my door outside my house at Christmas time. I think it's lovely. So here's my swag up against the thing, so you can see it, and that's what it looks like.